Agent O'Neill, I have a report here from your chief. He wanted you to see me because of concern about some recent behavior at the office. By the way, I know you know me. Everyone in the department does. You can call me Doc. That's what everyone calls me.
Call me Murph.
Okay, Murph. So what can you tell me about this incident at work that had your chief so concerned about you?
Just a minor occurrence. I wouldn't actually call it an incident.
Well, his report says that you encountered another agent, Agent Romano, in the bathroom, and you assaulted him. Is that considered minor behavior in your office?
It's considered minor behavior at my house.
All right. Well, why did you assault Agent Romano?
Romano's a jerk. He put his big mouth in where it didn't belong, and I didn't like it.
Mm-hmm. What did he say that got you upset?
He was making fun of me for something that had happened earlier in the day. I didn't take it too well.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a sense of humor like anybody else. I can take some kidding, but not from him. I don't like it.
Well, what I noted in the chief's report was that your partner Jack said that he commented about something happened earlier in the office that day, that you seemed unusually upset by whatever it was that happened.
I fell over my chair. I spilled my coffee. I dropped my donut. That's a tragedy for a cop.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell me more about what caused that?
Not sure if I want to. If I told you, you wouldn't believe me. Matter of fact, I'm not sure I believe it.
Well, that's why we're here. Psychiatrists are trained to hear people's unusual experiences.
You're also trained to label people whether they're crazy, psychotic, or fit to go back to work or not.
So something happened that make you think you're crazy?
Good move, Doc.
Well, you don't seem crazy to me. Tell me what happened.
All right, here goes. I was sitting there with my feet propped up on the desk. I was eating a donut, drinking a cup of coffee, looking at my computer screen. All of a sudden, there was this bright light burst onto the computer screen. It startled me. When it startled me, my chair went back. Went over. First thing I did was look around to see if anybody else had seen it. It was kind of embarrassing, as you might imagine. And of course, everybody had seen it. Romano saw it. Romano decided that he was going to give me a hard time about it. There was only one person there that actually seemed concerned that I felt at all, and that was our medical technician, Flo.
Well, there must have been something more to it than seeing a bright light. That doesn't sound like it would be so upsetting.
It wasn't the bright light that was upsetting. It's what I saw when I got back up that was upsetting.
Uh-huh.
I was looking at my computer screen, trying to figure out what was going on, and then I noticed that I was looking back at me. Except it wasn't me. It was an image of me. But at the same time, I recognized and knew that it was me. If this is making any sense to you.
So you saw yourself on your computer screen?
Yeah, but an older me, a worn and haggard me.
Sure. So Murph, did this old and haggard you have anything to say?
At first I couldn't even believe what I was looking at. Did you ever have a feeling that something is totally unbelievable and yet legitimate at the same time? A feeling just deep in your soul that there's legitimacy to it.
So what happened that made you feel there was something real to it?
He said he was speaking to me from the year 2016. He had used a device that they have in order to be able to transmit back to me here in this day. He was calling to give me a warning, to warn me about some events that were about to take place. This might be events of some interest to you, Doc, but he said it concerned Israel.
Really?
He said he talked about a confrontation between Israel and Syria, and the aftermath and the consequences of that, and where it's going to lead the rest of the world.
It must have been quite a shocker.
The shocking part was it would be easy to dismiss it and disbelieve it, but something inside of me just wouldn't let me. It kept giving it some legitimacy. I knew that this was me that was talking. Without a doubt, I knew it in my gut. But at the same time, everything that was going on was totally beyond my scope of believability.
Of course, it's not shocking to think that there could be a conflict between Israel and Syria.
No.
But to actually be hearing about this coming to you from the future, that sounds like quite a shock.
Apparently, this warning was coming post-consequence, whatever that should be. And not just a consequence on Israel and Syria, but consequences that this is going to lead to in the whole world.
Now, Murph, have you ever had any sort of experience like this before, hearing or seeing things that other people didn't?
Never.
Tell me, how often do you drink?
Not often enough, Doc.
I guess that means pretty often, huh? Well, I have to tell you, that's a little disturbing coming from an agent who I know may have occasions to use firearms.
It's a little disturbing to me as well.
Mm-hmm. Do you have firearms at home, Murph?
Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm. You keep them locked up?
No, there's no